Hello guys, welcome back. In the previous lecture, we learned about the break statement. The second jump statement that we're gonna discuss is the continuous statement. Sometimes in a loop, we know that when a specific condition is met, we don't need to execute the remaining statements anymore. In such cases, we can use the continuous statement to quickly move to the next iteration of the loop. In simple terms, it allows us to skip certain code inside the loop when a specific condition is met. For example, here, the while loop continues as long as I is less than 5. Within each iteration, I is incremented by 1. Next, if I is divisible by 2, the continuous statement is encountered. So, the remaining code within the current iteration is skipped, and the program control jumps to the beginning of the code block to start a new iteration. On the other hand, when I is not divisible by 2, the number is displayed in the terminal. As a result, only the odd numbers 1, 3, and 5 are printed. In this example, there is a nested for loop. The outer loop iterates from 1 to 3, and the inner loop also iterates from 1 to 3. The outer loop starts with I equals to 1 and executes the inner loop. The inner loop starts with j equals to 1 and executes the code inside the loop block. In the beginning, since j is not equal to 2, the values of I and j are printed. However, when the inner loop variable j is equal to 2, the continuous statement is encountered, causing the remaining code within the inner loop to be skipped, and immediately the next iteration of the loop will be started. Additionally, in the third iteration, since j is not equal to 2, the values of I and j are printed. As a result, whenever j is equal to 2, the pair I and j is skipped. As you can see, inside a nested loop, the continuous statement only skips the current iteration of the innermost loop. Okay, the continuous statement provides control flow within loops, allowing us to skip specific iterations based on certain conditions. The key difference between the break and continuous statement is that the break statement completely terminates the loop, while the continuous statement stops execution in the current iteration and passes control to the next iteration of the loop. Alright, let's dive into VS Code and see the continuous statement in action. Okay, here we have an array of numbers called numbers. This array contains a variety of numbers, and our goal is to find the largest two-digit number from these numbers. In the beginning, let's declare a variable called largest number and initialize it to 0. This variable will keep track of the largest two-digit number we find. To achieve this, let's utilize a for each loop to iterate over each number of array. Next, inside the for each block, let's add an if statement and check if the current number is either greater than or equal to 100 or less than or equal to 9. If it is, let's add a continuous statement. This continuous statement means that if the condition is true, we skip the remaining code inside the loop for that particular iteration and move on to the next iteration. This step ensures that any 3-digit or 1-digit numbers in the array are skipped. Now, we should compare the current number with the largest number variable. If the current number is greater than largest number, we update the value of largest number to the current number. This step allows us to keep track of the largest two-digit number encountered so far in the loop. Now let's display the largest number in the terminal. Let's run the application to see the result. As you can see, we get 85 as the largest number. Now let's add 94 to the array and give it a try. As you can see, this time we got 94 as the result. Okay, done. See you soon in the next lecture.